Hey everyone. So this is just a little tutorial on using alphas to create like an inlay effect in a sword or something like that. So here we've got our alpha in Photoshop. I just wanted to do just a brief explanation of what's going on here. I mean, you've just got a white filled image on one layer over black, no alpha channel or anything. We're just going to save this as a PSD. We'll just call it alpha sword. Save that. Go over to ZBrush. And obviously I'm not going to do this on a sword. I'm just going to use just a normal piece of geometry. Same principles apply. I do want a flat surface though, so let's go ahead and just clip this out. Just so we have a nice flat area here. And then I'll probably just dynamesh this just to get enough resolution to hold the alpha. That should hold it just fine. And we'll go into alpha, import, browse to where our alpha file is. Make sure you grab the PSD. I changed the focal shift to -100, and we draw out our alpha, and there we go. That's what we were expecting in the beginning here. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to reset these values. These all look okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to center this in our object. Like so. And you can see it's on the back as well, so if you want to get rid of that, you can just get rid of your alpha and then just unmask it. So now we've got this piece here. So the most important part that I was getting to, if you go down to deformation, so we want to figure out our axis. So looks like we want to deform this in the Z. We see that red line there is pointing in that direction, so we want to just edit the Z plane. So if we go down here to our inflate, we just turn off X and Y. Now we're going to just inflate this. It looks like we're on the wrong axis, so let's try X. Sometimes these get messed up, and there we go. It looks like we might have to tighten the mask a little bit, so to do that, you can just hit Control Alt and click on your mask a couple of times, and that just kind of tightens it up. And now we're going to go inflate. Now this just depends on how deep you want this to go. For this kind of effect, you really don't want to go too deep with it, so right about there is probably good. And there's your overlay. Very simple. You can do this with all kinds of stuff. You can also, once you've got this in here, you can take your brushes. So I use Trim Dynamic for this sometimes. And you can just kind of, with your tablet, which I don't have on here, you can kind of go through and just get rid of some of this. You can also use the planer brush to do this. Like if say this was the side of a coin or something, you can just kind of like wear it out, like make it look like it's been damaged. Other things you can do with something like this is you could put noise in there. But this is the general principle for how to use an alpha to make an inlay effect on an object. You can see that the resolution on this is a bit dodgy. It's really just from the source image. So it's best to find the best source image you can. to do this effect. And you also need lots of resolution in your geometry to hold the alpha as well. Let me know if you have any questions, and that's it.